We are out here today planting chestnut trees. Fall is by far my favorite time to plant trees. Going into dormancy, far less moisture issues, just way better success rate. So these trees have all been potted and babied all summer, and getting them in the ground today. These are all Dunstan chestnut, which is just a fancy term for Chinese or Chinese hybrid. So I'm going to show you my planting method here. So we're out here today planting chestnut trees. This applies to any deciduous tree or evergreen tree you might plant. This is my method for doing so. I pop these in with the auger. It takes about 10 seconds. I have 100 of these to do, so that really saves time. If you just have a few, you can just use a shovel. But the auger makes quick work of this sod and really loosens the soil up. So that's what we do. These trees have been potted all summer, been babied and watered at our house. So I over dig these just to loosen the soil up, and then make sure that you pack this really well. These trees are going to have a tendency to settle. You do not want these low and getting wet. Chestnuts in particular do not like their feet wet. They like well drained. So you want this not to be in a sinkhole. So we pack this really well. Take these out of the pots. I like to shake them out. And in these plastic pots, the roots will have a tendency of hooking back on themselves. That's one downfall of these pots. This is our opportunity to get them growing as they should horizontally. So we want to make sure that they're all growing outward and not hooking in back towards the tree. This is the one and only time you'll be able to correct that. So get that in there. Again, make sure it's not too low, and then we can backfill this. At this point, you want to make sure that this soil is packed in really well. You do not want any air gaps. Air gaps will dry out roots, and obviously we don't want the roots to dry out. So this is sitting up. It's not in a sinkhole. This will be really good. We've got rain coming the next couple days. If you don't have rain, you can give these a good watering. One time is usually sufficient in the fall. These are going dormant, which is the best time to plant these trees. They won't be stressed, and they'll have a great start going into the spring with plenty of moisture. We'll come back. We'll put a 5-foot tree tube on all of these, and a stake. You can use a metal stake, piece of conduit. We use T-posts, just bulletproof, no maintenance. I know if I put a T-post in, I'll never have to come do it again. These chestnuts will start bearing nuts as soon as 5 years, but definitely by like year 7 or 8. Most of the time, year 5 or 6, these chestnuts will start making nuts, and the critters love them. A couple hundred more to go. See ya.